What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rogue G here, bringing you guys another Warzone mobile video. And as you guys can see in the title, it's going to be a rant. So let's get into it. First thing I want to talk about is optimization, right? Now, in this gameplay, you're going to see my character skin didn't load in. It's the Snoop Dogg skin. And not only did it take time for that to load in, the audio just didn't sync up properly every time I go to do a screen recording. But outside of that, I really want to focus on the optimization. And the reason why I want to do that is because I'm playing on an iPhone 15 Pro, right? So there's only one iPhone better than the phone that I'm using right now. And I can really only play the game on stream and off stream on high 30. Anytime I go over 30 frames, I get tremendous amounts of lag. And there are times when I could even potentially get kicked out of the match. So I think it's really strange for me having a newer device that older devices run this game fairly well compared to my brand new device. So I know the game's not perfect, but for a game that's had 2 years in development and a year itself, because it was delayed and people were testing it overseas, I think that the launch of this game should have been way better than what it was. You know, the way the game's optimized now is how the game actually should have been on launch. And I don't think we would have lost as many players. So I think, yes, we all know more optimization is going to be coming, but I don't even think it needs to be said anymore. They need to hurry up. I think they really need to have this game optimized properly by the summer, because if not, whatever player base you do have, it's going to drop in half. I can tell you that right now. The second thing I want to talk about is blueprints and amp bugs. Now, in this game, like I said, I understand there are some things that could be done better, but I just don't understand how, if you go to change a gun, certain things you take off completely takes away the kill animation off certain weapons. And I think that's kind of lame, because you're forcing people to play with the weapon in a certain way. If the kill animations or the tracer effects were tied to ammunition, I can completely understand that. But having it tied to like an actual, attachment outside of like ammunition is just kind of weird, because, maybe not everyone wants to run with that attachment. So I think we need better ways of doing the blueprint and, customizing your parts. And I also want to talk about some of the amp parts not working. Now, previously there was a attachment for the Renetti, the jack conversion kit, to where for some people it was allowing you to put on more than 5 attachments. And when you did that, the gun would bug out and basically register that it's just the pistol, even though you have the conversion kit on. And sometimes it would remove the player's operator's left arm entirely. So even though that bug's been fixed, I have found another bug with the Core 45. With the conversion kit, it's supposed to make it a fully automatic gun, but as of right now, it's a single fire gun with the conversion kit. So hopefully in the future update, this gets resolved and we don't have to go 2 weeks like how we did with the Renetti having that issue. The next thing I want to talk about is, why the fuck did you guys change the perk classes? It makes no sense. Now, the perk classes weren't perfect on launch, but they did have somewhat of a balance to it, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion that I've been discussing with on Twitter. After Season 3's update, they decided that they were going to change the perk classes, and they're more or less dictating the meta right now, to where there's only one class that has the fast hand perks, and some of the weapons in the game take quite a bit of time to reload. So the fact that you can't even create a class in Warzone Mobile for your perks yet, because you can do it in the console and PC version of Warzone, but in the mobile version, you can't create a class. But on top of that, you're gonna double down and tweak the classes and basically try to dictate the meta in the game. I think that's really scummy, you know. Nobody wants to be playing with a class that it really truly isn't balanced to begin with. And it might not even be their playstyle, but they're rocking it because they just need that one perk. You know, I'm one of those players where most of the perks in that perk class that has fast hands, the Warden, I really don't care for. I just want to be able to reload my weapons in time so I don't get caught in a reload getting killed by another player. The next thing I want to talk about is more customization, right? I think it's funny how we can customize our weapons. You know, we can finally put finishers on our characters, even though, you know, some finishers are in the game right now came out after other finishers, but those other finishers aren't out. But I want to talk about more or less our tacticals and our lethals, right? You can upgrade and change the color, you can add charms onto your weapons, but you can't change and add skins onto your tacticals and lethals. But they will sell you these skins in the battle pass. You know, you'll get grenades that have death effects, but you can't go into your, you know, loadout and put on that grenade and or put on that Simtex and put on the skin that came out from the battle pass. That is a feature that is still restricted just to console and PC players. And I think, you know, we already talked about optimization, but it's just like if they could get the optimization down pat, we can start getting some of these other features that we really should have had on launch implemented into the game, right? The next thing I want to talk about is better event rewards. These events have been really lackluster since launch. You know, having the Ghost Operator as, you know, that obtainable operator skin that you can get made people want to play the game. Everybody loves Ghost. A lot of these other, you know, operators I'd be seeing aren't really worthwhile. And on top of not even being worthwhile, the rewards you're getting out of the event tab itself are just lame. The only other good event we really had was the one with Mace. I thought that was a decent operator skin. You know, the weapon was decent, and on top of the weapon being decent, the skin for the vehicle was pretty decent as well. But outside of having Mace, I really don't see much going on in this game. Like, unless you're putting money into the game, don't expect to get anything good out of the rewards. The next thing I want to talk about is a really important thing, and I've given them enough time to get this issue resolved, but for some odd reason, they keep trying to ignore it. Me and a bunch of other people on Twitter, so I'm going to address it in this video. Where the fuck is duos for BR? You have solos, you have quads, and you have fucking trios, but you don't have no fucking duos in the game. And I think that's so fucking stupid. All right? Stop fucking taking out all these game modes and put in fucking duos back in the game, okay? If you're going to make these comments on Twitter saying that, yes, we do intend to bring new multiplayer maps, but we're more focused on the BR aspect, well, where the fuck is duos, okay? Stop playing with the community and bring back duos. The next thing I want to address would be, where are the private lobbies for multiplayer? You know, with the game being in the state that it's in right now, it's not easy getting 36 people together to fill out a lobby for BR. But multiplayer is 6v6, it's 12 people. I can easily get 12 people online to where we won't have to worry about playing against bots, and we could have a great time just playing against each other all night long, just shooting the shit amongst friends, just like how it was in the old days playing Call of Duty. Stop playing around, Activision. Bring us some fucking private lobbies for multiplayer. The next thing I want to talk about is SBMM. You know, the skill-based matchmaking in Warzone Mobile can be ridiculous at times. There's times where the aim assist goes out the window. There's times where you could be going on a kill streak and they will literally spawn enemies on top of you. I have stream footage, if you guys would like to see it in another video, where I end up taking a kill from one of my teammates, and that person that I just killed spawned right in front of me and my teammate in the middle of shoot house on the top of a box. They spawned the enemy on top of a box just to try to kill me because I went on a kill streak of not dying and killed 15 people. So they literally were just spawning people on top of me. The skill-based matchmaking in this game is ridiculous, you guys. Activision, turn it the fuck down. The next thing I want to talk about is how you put out a game that's had plenty of enough time to get it right, but for some odd reason, you're turning the rest of the world into unpaid playtesters. Where, yeah, it might be a free game, but the way I see it, once you put money into this game, you got money involved into the game and the company. I shouldn't have to be testing out these updates and finding out that the updates aren't working or the updates breaking the game. You should have a team of people who actually are passionate about this game that are playtesting these updates before y'all release them, so you don't end up fucking up somebody else's experience. Because as of right now, it seems like with each new update, someone's gonna have a shitty experience while another person will have a better experience, and it's a back and forth system, right? Now, out of this entire rant, I know a lot of people wondering, well, if you're gonna bitch and cry about it, why still play the game? The reason why I play Warzone Mobile is because it is truly the best experience you'll get out of a Call of Duty game on mobile. COD Mobile was nice, but once this game came out, there's nothing that can really compare it to anymore. It is really that game when it's working. And I can't lie to you guys. At this point in time, like, I've fallen back in love with Call of Duty. My first Call of Duty was World at War, and ever since then, I've loved Call of Duty. I did take a break from the game, but I can officially say that I'm a fucking COD boy. I love playing fucking Call of Duty. And there's only one other person that could probably explain it better to me, so I'll link his video in the description, the Murder Show. But yeah, I fucking love Call of Duty, and I hope you guys love Call of Duty. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below. Are you guys tired of the bullshit that's in Warzone Mobile? Let me know. It's your boy Rogue G. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.